teaching at Sky High for almost a year now and never thought I'd be scared for my son's safety or mine inside the school premises. Every horrible possibility rushed through my head. I imagined him in that room, confused, terrified, maybe frozen in place. I could see my 10-year-old boy trapped with an armed student. I couldn't contain myself anymore. I cracked the door with more strength. We made it outside to the waiting ambulance. The last thing I remember before the door shut was my son climbing in after me. The bullet missed anything vital, though the doctors said another inch and I wouldn't be here to write this. My son still sleeps, whispered.
I heard something from that room.
Leah glanced at me nervously and pushed the door open and went in. But before I could take a step in, the door slammed shut on my face. Leah! I yelled, shoving the door. It was like someone was holding it shut from the other side. From inside, I could hear Leah scream.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Watching them, the cry of children again rose from the dusty, forgotten classrooms. We shouldn't have come here. There's something very wrong with this place. When we were almost close to the exit, that same woman came running from the adjacent hallway on our right and blocked our way. I don't know how she got there so fast before us. As I noticed her hand, I feared for our safety. She was grabbing tightly to a rusted crowbar. We froze. My heart was hammering so hard it hurt. Leah was about to cry. A woman stepped closer. A weird smile stretched across her face.
You can't lock them in again. I won't let you.
What? No, we're not here.
They were just little ones. My boy, Tommy. He was only 12. I watched him perish into the smoke. I watched him melt into the fire.
She raised her crowbar, looking at us with blank eyes.
I heard him scream. I couldn't get to him. The fire was too fast. By the time they opened the door, he was gone. All of them are gone. And you're here to trap more children. They cry every night. I won't let you do it.
I understood the truth from her words. She's a mother who lost her child, and that trauma never heals.
You're lying!
She screamed, rushing forward with the crowbar raised. Leah screamed, fearing she might hurt me, but the woman was too weak. I grabbed her arm and took the crowbar away. We waited with her until the cops came and made sure that the woman was taken for medical evaluation. Later, I looked up the fire. There really was a boy named Tommy on the list of victims. His mother's name wasn't mentioned to any. Mad. Mr. Kessler was our biology teacher. Everyone loved him. He was the cool teacher. He told stories, made stupid science jokes, and even let us eat in class sometimes. But who Matt described didn't sound like Mr. Kessler at all. He's dragging Jake down the hall. He has a knife. There's blood. His lab coat's covered in it. Everyone thought he was joking, until he added the knife and blood. Miss Haley's eyes widened in shock. She immediately locked the door and told us to calm down while dialing 911. I was directly across from the window. Suddenly, I caught a glimpse. Mr. Kessler's face was pressed on the glass, and he was watching us. His eyes were wide and fixated on me. He was in some kind of trance. He slowly raised his one hand, clutching a bloody scalpel, and then pulled up Jake, who had this huge slit on his face, bleeding like hell. All the students screamed at the horrible sight. Not even in our wildest dream did we imagine seeing someone mellow and calm like Mr. Kessler behaving this violently. He dropped Jake, who hit the floor unconscious, making a thud, and then knocked at the glass. Leaning close to the window pane, he whispered, "Science class isn't over yet." I could hear his slow breathing through the crack in the door. My heart was pounding so hard I thought I'd die. He spoke again, louder this time, cutting through the silence. "Open the door. I need some more students for a practical exam." A few kids whimpered. Miss Haley tried to reason with him.
Look, you need to calm down, okay? The cops will be here soon. Why are you behaving like this? You're such a good person, Kessler.
Then it hit me, like a cold punch to the gut. 2 days ago, Jake, I, and Louise had been walking past the science lab. Mr. Kessler was inside cleaning jars of preserved specimens, and we mocked him, saying he was playing with dead frogs for fun. I thought it was harmless until now. I stood quiet, praying to God for sending someone for our rescue. But I swear Mr. Kessler was staring straight at me like he needed only one moment to finish me off. He raised his bloody hand again and smeared a thick streak of blood across the glass. Then, pointing at me, he screamed, "I'll show you what a real dissection looks like." A few students started sobbing in panic. Just when I thought we'd be safe inside the class, Mr. Kessler ran the tip of the scalpel along the glass, making this high-pitched squeal that made my teeth hurt. "I'll start with the skin. Peel it back, nice and slow. Look at the muscles." What felt like forever, pressing his forehead against the glass, breathing heavily. And then he started jiggling the doorknob. The air in the room turned electric with panic. Everyone started screaming for their lives. Miss Haley kept pleading with Kessler to stop, but he had turned into a complete maniac. My mind raced. He wasn't going to stop. The only thing between him and us was that lock. And if he got in, I don't even know what came over me. Without thinking, I started pulling my desk to shield the door. Seeing me do that, many others followed. Mr. Kessler kept kicking and screaming, but he couldn't get in. We could hear his frustrated footsteps making rounds around the classroom. And finally, we heard the sirens. Once the police got in, it was over in seconds. Through the window, I saw them restraining Mr. Kessler face down on the floor. His lab coat was soaked with blood. The scalpel was lying a few feet away. They rushed Jake, who was miraculously still breathing even after all that blood loss. The cops led Mr. Kessler out in handcuffs. He didn't fight.